Welcome. This is Monty once again from DPL Surveillance Equipment. We appreciate that resounding round of applause. As I mentioned before, when we wake up early in the morning and we're trying to get our day started around here at DPL Surveillance Equipment, and we're waking up and we're trying to get going, it's nothing like a good resounding round of applause to let us know that you're out there. You guys are out there and you're listening, and you're ready and up and alert, and that's good. Thanks again. So, who are we? We're a full-service surveillance and security equipment company. We have lifetime guarantees and warranties on all the products. We have 24/7, 365 tech, sales, and customer support. And we have the largest video library, demonstration video library, bar none. We actually have the largest number of videos where we've recorded and the products, and we're showing you, we're demonstrating how the bug detectors look, how the GPS trackers look, and what, we're talking about what they can do, what they can't do, and we're showing your body-worn hidden cameras. We're demonstrating 90 cameras. So please excuse the noise in the background. As I mentioned before, I'm a firm believer in multitasking, and you know it and I know it, and I typically have to do 500 things at once, and so I do 500 things at once. Thank you. Just want to make sure you guys are listening, and so we don't have time to slow down and just concentrate on one thing. We have to do a bunch of things at once and hopefully get them right. But anyway, we have a humongous video library. At the top of each page, go to the video library. Click on the links. Go click on the one that says video library. Go there, watch us demonstrate the products. Take a look at them. Law enforcement grade, lifetime guaranteed and warranted products that we support 24/7, 365. Again, nobody else is doing that. We don't know why these other companies aren't committing themselves like DPO Surveillance Equipment. Holidays, weekends, late at night, early in the morning, we don't close up shop and turn on the answering service over here at DPO Surveillance Equipment. We don't believe in any of that, okay? When you buy your products from us, we are going to be here 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, a year, 5 years, 10 years after the fact. Give us a call. We'll look you up and see if you have a product from us. If you do, we're going to support you. It's that simple, okay? So, again, a lot of these things may seem like, a big deal at other companies, but this is ordinary and expected, and it's the standard. It's the bar. It's where we set the benchmark over here at DPL Surveillance Equipment. People in the industry know that this is the standard for how we operate, and this is where the industry actually should place its benchmark in terms of what we're doing. Should be the minimum. It shouldn't be the exception to the rule, okay? So anyway, after you take a look at the video library, go over to the articles directory. If you're being electronically harassed, if you want to know whether or not cell phones can be jammed or blocked, if you want to know whether or not cell phone conversations and text messages, etc., can be intercepted or not. If you want to listen to your wife's conversation or your employee's conversation on their cell phones, and you're not quite sure whether or not that's legal or not, give us a call, and we'll point you in the right direction, so to speak. Or if you go over to the articles directory, you actually see federal cases that talk about cell phone interception and GPS jammers and blockers and what those cases say about the legality of whether or not that can be done or not. So, see, that's a little bit too much noise. Anyway, the articles directory is good. Go there. If you're being electronically harassed, if you're a target individual, if you're suffering from electrical hypersensitivity, go to the articles directory. Read about the cases that where our equipment has been used.
Hello there, Carolyn.
To help. I don't know why Siri all of a sudden wants to say something. Let me get rid of that, definitely. Okay. So, let's see, what else? That's the articles directory. Oh yeah, anti-terrorist products. We're a big player in the anti-terrorism space. We have state-of-the-art narcotics detectors and explosive detectors and X-ray baggage scanners. They're hardened for hackers and cybersecurity. We've hardened them from the ground up. From the moment they're made, we're focusing on how to keep the hackers out, how to keep the networked narcotics detectors, explosive detectors, and X-ray baggage scanners that we make. We're focusing on how to keep them safe and secure from hackers. I've written about cases where the competitors' products have been hacked into, passwords have been intercepted, and usernames have been gotten a hold of, and those units have been compromised. It's been demonstrated that certain individuals with the competitors' products have been able to bypass airport security, get past X-ray baggage scanners, defeat narcotics detectors, defeat their explosive detectors, and smuggle drugs, explosive narcotics, and everything past their units. That doesn't happen at DPL surveillance equipment. Thanks again. We really need to keep awake here. So that's the anti-terrorist related things that are going on here. And what else can we cover? Well, while we think of something, let me give you the number to call me. 888-344-3742. 888-344-3742. Call me anytime, and we'll be glad to help you with those needs. Now, this particular session, is all about this shitstorm that's going on in Washington, D.C. I'm not quite sure whether or not we are humored any longer. In other words, you can have reality TV shows, and you can have, the pleasure of waking up and hearing funny things and stories and everything coming out of Washington. But at some point, it does get old. And I'm looking at the stock market, and I'm looking at the VIX volatility index, and I'm looking at valuations of companies and different things. And it doesn't look like this shitstorm coming out of Washington is having a positive effect. It's actually having a negative effect. And if I've learned one thing over the years, as far as what happens in Washington and its impact on Wall Street, you really don't want to take for granted, as a president of the United States or janitor at IBM, you don't want to take for granted what it means to not understand when Wall Street is negatively impacted by the shenanigans and the confusion and mayhem and different things coming out of Washington. That's usually not good, okay? In other words, the capital markets, particularly in the United States, is the financing engine, pretty much that determines what corporate America can do and can't do. If I wake up in the morning, for instance, and valuations various companies are going down, are plummeting, then that means our ability to raise capital, fund projects, expand, grow our businesses, conduct e-commerce, and take advantage of positive economic activity, that's all well and good. But if I wake up and I find out that, the shitstorm surrounding Donald Trump and the things that he's doing is negatively impacting the markets, then that means then we need someone else. So I'm not quite sure whether or not Mike Pence or whoever's over there is seriously considering what it means to step in here and get this shit under control. But I think that's what we need to do, because right now the shit seems to be going way, way in the wrong direction, and we do not need the distraction. I wake up in the morning like you guys. I would wake up in the morning and I'm thinking about what is the next shitstorm that's going to happen, right? What is the next headline? What is the next story? At some point it's funny again. At some point it's entertaining, like the Apprentice show or some reality show. But this is not a reality TV show, Donald Trump. This is the real world. There's billions and trillions of dollars that are being negatively impacted. And if the shit starts going in the wrong direction long enough, then that means your position is redundant. Okay? You're supposed to color within the lines. So you take your crayons and you stay within the lines and you paint accordingly. Otherwise, we take the crayons from you, take the coloring book from you, and you go towards the exit of the White House front doors, and you keep going, and you get your shit, and you get into the moving vans. And I'm serious. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys are awake, because I'm trying to wake up too. But anyway, we need to, I think we need to make some changes, because we have a very serious situation out there with the economy, the retail environment, and as you guys know that I know that, I talk about this all the time, the retail environment, some of the negative things about the economy, the situation with the monetary system, overall consumer sentiment, volatility or lack thereof in the markets, you name it, shipping containers not having anything, much activity going on in that space as far as transporting the products coming from country to country. That capacity is very, very low. Consumers aren't patronizing the shops and the businesses. Malls are closing. Economic activity is basically becoming very, very stagnant. And so this needs to be fixed. This needs to be addressed. And we need to move forward. So whoever we get in here to replace this idiot, we need to get in there quick and make sure that we turn this thing around and stay focused on what's positive, okay? Because China and Russia and the various competing countries aren't going to play around waiting for this guy to figure out, what his job really is. So let's get this shit contained, to get it under control, and whatever story that we need to put out there to make a smooth and graceful exit for this idiot. That's what we need to do so we can move forward, okay? So we appreciate it when you guys join us in these particular sessions. And as we like to say at the conclusion of every session, you can share this with a friend, a relative, enemy. We really don't care who you share it with. Share it with someone. Let's see if we can figure out how to make the world a much safer. And before I forget, if you have any need for bug detectors, GPS trackers, X-ray baggage scanners, audio bugs, listening device, etc., etc. Counter surveillance and surveillance products, give us a call. 888-344-3742. That's 888-344-3742. We look forward to working with you. Okay, you guys have a great day. Thanks again. Take care. Bye.